Today we're going to be doing a strange brake upgrade or kit for pistons. We're going to be showing you the steps of putting all this together. We're going to take the rotor and caliper off, and then we'll be back to show you the first step of preparing the spindle for the new strange brake. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is put the washers in this. So don't forget, because we already forgot. Well, I forgot. And then, I don't know why I'm wearing gloves. So you start by hand, or at least we would. You wanna do it on this side, the one that has the, not the flat surface. This is the side that's gonna go the rim on. Let's do it by hand. So you gotta bolt these to 65 pounds with a little bit of Loctite. Check. Now we're putting the bearing to the back of the hub. It will mount on here with this. So once you put the bearing on, we'll put this over it. So now you gotta put a lot of grease into it. You gotta put some force with this to put it on.
Put here too.
So now we flip it to the front and put the small bearing and grease it up the same way. So after we do that, now we gotta put these stuff on it, but we gotta go over there.
Estamos hablando de cómo poner un. So we had to cut these things right here,
So that the bracket fits flush. We also grinded it here a little bit so it could fit. Where's this thing? Right here. You want to make sure it sits flush. Now we're gonna put the rest of the pieces on. Once the plate's on, we're just gonna tighten these 4 bolts. Now that you put the bolts on and this, you gotta make sure it's flush. Also when you do it, it's 45 pounds you have to do in each. Now we're putting this in here. So next you need the wheel bearing kit that comes with it. It's those and this. You're gonna just press it in, and then this one goes right here, and then this one doesn't go though. Yeah. And you want to tighten this pretty tight so you can press all the bearings. Once you do that, you're going to unloosen it up, and then you're going to torque it down to 25 pounds. So now I'm just going to pack the bearings. That way they're all in their location. Ignore the popping. Loosen them up. Now we just gotta do 25 pounds. So after you torque them down, now you put the cap on, you put the rotor on, you bolt them up, and then you want to start putting these on. But when you do it through here, you loosen the bolt. Like before you put it in here, you put the pads on, and then you go to the back, and it's gonna have some shims. It comes with the kit. Those shims are for the space of the rotor and the pad. So yeah, they have to be evenly spaced. At least try to get as close as you can. Also, these are 20 to 35 pounds. Right now, what we're about to do, we already took off the brake line. We're gonna connect a new brake line, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. And then after that, we're gonna bleed them. Okay, so I'm installing low control arms from BMR with the pre-cut setup for the strange brakes. Before you start, we're gonna have to put some stuff that go on here, and make sure you kind of give some thread so it can fit between in there. So these will go like this on each side. I'll put some grease on it just so it can be lubricated. Also on this side. Also, you're gonna need to put grease in here and in here, and it comes with the little fitting, which is right here. Okay, so once you put everything back on, you have to go to the back and put it on, and then the front. And you need something else that you're gonna need if you do a strange upgrade kit. You're gonna need to get either cut them, the lower control arms. You're gonna need to get a fitting, an AM fitting. Right here, you can get these at Summit. I'll list most of the parts that I used for this build. Also, you're gonna need to get new lug nut studs. They are different size from your original ones. Also, depending on what rim you have, some of these will not fit. For example, I have those race stars and they stick out more, so I had to buy a different kind of lug nuts, some longer shanks. I had to get them longer so they can be able to grab more thread into it. When we bleeded them from tops. We did both of them. And also, you have to make sure you space them out good. There's like these little spacers that you put on them. You can barely see them, but they're in there. The only problem that we had issue with is that you have to follow the steps, because I wasn't doing it step by step. I had loosened everything up and I was trying to take this one off, but the original one, I did not take this part off. I did not separate it. So if you don't separate it and you're gonna try to lift all this up to try take this bulb out, this bolt out, you won't be able to. So you have to separate the spindle from the lower control arm. When you separate them, you can lift this up and you're able to get this bolt out. Everything else matched pretty good. And then you just have to grease that little pin in there, and then this one right here. And the reason I bought this, only BMR as far as I know sells these with the cuts already, because when you turn, it would scrape on the original lower control arms. So this is the final product.